कंट्रोल उसको हल्का सा कर देगा। ठीक है ठीक है। हाँ
टीम है जो कि लाइव ले रही है आज यूट्यूब पर, और मेहता सर भी है और उनकी टीम, और खान सर भी बैठे हुए हैं।
Good morning to all of you. As the breeze of a serene morning brings with it a motive to advance for a new beginning, let me take the privilege to welcome you all to the International Conference on Adopting Green Initiatives for Sustainability, ICAGIS 2022, organized by Priyadarshini College of Engineering, Nagpur, in collaboration with the National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, CSIR, NERI, under the aegis of EGEA, Enhancing Green Economy in 3 countries of Asia, co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union. It is a matter of utmost pride and contentment that intelligent, curious minds from different countries, from various departments of sciences and allied technological areas have joined hands together to organize an interdisciplinary conference of this scale and magnitude. Today, as we all gather here for the inauguration of the International Conference on Adopting Green Initiatives for Sustainability, it is very evident honor to have the glorified presence of Honorable Shri Rajendra Singh, the Waterman of India, very familiarly known as the chief guest of today's function. Respected Shri Abhijit Deshmukh Sir, Director, Lokmanya Tilak Janakalyan Shikshan Sanstha Nagpur, as the President of today's function. Respected Dr. Carlos Macado, Project Consultant from Zurich, Switzerland, as the guest of honor. Respected Madam Juliana Hill, Project Manager and Research Associate from OBG University of Magdeburg, Germany, as our guest of honor. Respected Mr. Kyriakos Georgiou, Senior Administrator for Academic Affairs, Nicosia, Cyprus, as our guest of honor for the day. Respected Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director Engineering, LTJSS Nagpur. Respected Dr. Sri Krishna Dhale, Principal, Priyadarshini College of Engineering, Nagpur. Dr. G.M. Asudkar, Vice Principal, Priyadarshini College of Engineering, Nagpur. Dr. Mrs. Sumita Rao, Dean Academics, ECE, and convener of today's International Conference. And Dr. Mrs. Manju Soni, convener of ICAGIS 2022. I extend a very wholehearted warm welcome to the illuminating dignifiers dais. The pleasure is all ours to welcome the galaxy of intellectuals, deans, important invited guests, scientists, academicians, researchers, and students who have graciously joined us today. A very special welcome to the international delegates joining us from countries like Germany, Switzerland, Poland, Nepal, and Kyrgyzstan. To initiate the formal inaugural, let us seek blessings of the Almighty. May I now request our Honorable Chief Guest and all the respected members of the dais to light the traditional lamp. शारदे भाग्येश्वरी। आदिदेवा नमस्तुभ्यं, प्रसीदा मम भास्करा, दिवाकरा नमस्तुभ्यं, प्रभाकरा नमोस्तुते. Salutations to the Almighty, salutations to the shining sun, salutations to the Creator of all. It is a limitless honor and delight to have Honorable Shri Rajendra Singh Sir as our chief guest today. May I kindly request Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director Engineering LTGSS, to accord a green welcome to Shri Rajendra Singh Sir. May I kindly request Dr. Shri Krishna Dhale, Principal, Priyadashini College of Engineering, to welcome respected Shri Abhijit Sir, Director, Lokmanya Tilak Chand Kalyan Shikshan Sanstha, Nagpur. I request Dr. Sumita Rao, convener of today's international conference, to welcome Dr. Carlos Macado, our guest of honor. I request Dr. Mrs. Manju Soni to welcome Madam Juliana Hill, our guest of honor. I kindly request Dr. Mrs. Mayuri Chandak, Organizing Secretary ICAGIS, to welcome Mr. Kyriakos Georgiou, our guest of honor for the day. I kindly request Dr. Vaishali Soman, Organizing Secretary, to welcome Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director Engineering LTGSS. Dr. Prashant Adhine, Joint Organizing Secretary for the conference, is kindly requested to accord a green welcome to respected Dr. S.A. Dhale, Principal, Priyadashini College of Engineering. I further request Professor Satish Tiwari to present a sapling to Dr. G.M. Asukar, Vice Principal, Priyadashini College of Engineering. While the world is looking for solutions viable to the society in terms of development and growth through a legitimate path of sustainability, the ICAGIS-2022 provides a great opportunity for scientists and researchers around the globe to explore new aspects and build global solutions. May I now request Dr. Mrs. Sumita Rao, convener of today's international conference, to give an introductory speech for the day.
Chief guest of today's function, Honorable Shri Rajendra Singh Sir, commonly known as Waterman of India, President of the function, Honorable Shri Abhijit Sir, Director, LTGSS, Guest of Honor, Dr. Carlos Macado, Educational Advisor, Basel, Switzerland, Miss Juliana Hill, Project Coordinator, University of Magdeburg, Germany, Kyriakos Georgiou, Senior Administrator, Nicosia, Cyprus, other dignitaries, Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director Engineering, FTJSS, Dr. S.N. Hale, Principal, Priyadarshini College of Engineering, Dr. G.M. Sotra, Vice Principal, Priyadarshini College of Engineering, reputed members of the visiting international delegation, other distinguished guests present of the dais, invited speakers, session chair, deans, HODs, my dear colleagues, my dear participants and my dear students. A very good morning to one and all. On behalf of Priyadarshini College of Engineering and Organizing Committee on International Conference on Adopting Green Initiatives for Sustainability, I extend a warm welcome to one and all to the inauguration of this event. This conference is organized by Priyadarshini College of Engineering in association with National Environment and Engineering Research Institute under the banner of Enhancing Green Economy in 6 countries of Asia, co-funded by Erasmus+. As a convener of this conference, it is my honor to give a brief introduction of the conference and in particular reason for choosing this theme of green initiatives and sustainability. Green initiatives need to pursue knowledge and practices that can lead to more environmentally friendly and ecological responsible decisions and lifestyles which can help protect the environment and sustain its natural resources for current and future generations. Adopting green initiatives will ensure engaging and catering to environmentally friendly practices. It focuses on protecting our healthy planet, and it is also provide a vital life supporting ecosystem and at the same time meet the needs of growing human population. The aim of organizing this conference is to provide a platform for we, the Homo sapiens, in multiple roles of scientists, industrialists, managers, students, and academicians to openly present, discuss, deliberate on the right methods, mechanisms, approaches, strategies, and models developed through research to combat the gigantic issues of sustainable development. This conference is a reminder to all of us to develop sustainable mechanisms for sustainable development. As mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there are 3 major parts of yoga: Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. Yes, this conference is an endeavor to elevate the spirit of these 3 parts for sustainable development by creating pure and applied knowledge, placing sustainable development in every action of our personal and professional life, and pure dedication for sustainable development. Sustainable development, being the call of the time today and forever, can only be achieved through our actions. This conference is an opportunity to truly live the spirit of the following shlok of Rig Veda, of course translated in English. When the clouds cultivate the earth with its waters, then winds are blown for the rain to fall. Lightning is struck, vegetation comes to life, and grows when the earth then gets ready for the welfare of the world. I am happy to inform that we have received an overwhelming response for our conference. Around 35 international delegates are in Nagpur city for this particular event. In our two-day conference, there is a keynote address by eminent Magsaysay and Stockholm Water Prize awardee, Honorable Rajendra Singh sir, 5 plenary lectures by international and national speakers, and around 70 research presentations will be given by the participants in 2 parallel sessions. I am happy to inform that in each session, 3 Best Paper Awards will be declared. I express my gratitude to management of LVGSS, advisory committee members, principal, vice principal, deans, organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staff for constant support in organizing this conference. On behalf of organizing committee, I extend sincere thanks to all the eminent speakers coming from outside India and also outside Nagpur. And I also express my gratitude to session chairpersons, participants for their overwhelming response, and the sponsors for providing financial assistance for the success of this event. Drawing inspiration from the immortal literature of Dr. Rabindranath Tagore, I wish to conclude that where river flows with sparkling water, where snow-clad mountains hold their head high, where fresh breeze dances amidst rustling leaves of lush green trees, where extinct is used for plastic in place of living species. Yes, we are humans into that heaven of freedom from exploitation. Let my Mother Earth awake. I wish all the participants happy learning sessions and wonderful stay in Nagpur. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It is more than a pleasure to be associated with inspiring people engaged in growth and continuous success. It is really a privilege to have you with us, Principal Sir, Dr. S.A. Dhale, to guide us to reach new heights of excellence. May I kindly request you, Sir, Dr. Sri Krishna Dhale, Principal, Priyadashini College of Engineering, to tell us about Lokmanya Tilak Janakalyan Shikshan Sanstha, LTJSS, and our very own college, Priyadashini College of Engineering.
Very good morning, all of you. At the outset, I welcome you all in this today's international conference on adopting green initiatives for sustainability. Dignitaries on the dais, the chief guest of today's program, Sri Rajendra Singh sir, a renowned conservativist and popularly known as Waterman of India. The president of this program, Sri Abhijit sir, the director of Lokmanya Tilak Janakalyan Shikshan Sanstha, the guest of honor, Mr. Carlos Mangano, a renowned educational advisor from Switzerland, other guest of honors, Kyriakos George, the senior administrator, Nicosia, Cyprus. We also have on the dais Juliana, She is from OBG University of Magdeburg, Germany. Other members on the dais, the young director, engineering, Dr. Vivek Nanuti, the vice principal of this Priyadarshini College of Engineering, Dr. G. M. Asukar, the convener of the program, Dr. Sunita Rao ma'am and Dr. Manju Soni ma'am, other dignitaries of the desk, the members of EGA from different parts of the world, those who grace this occasion today in this campus, Priyadarshini College of Engineering, community of researchers, deans, associate deans, head of various departments of Priyadarshini College of Engineering, members of organizing committee, the staff members, the faculty from various College of Engineering, the principals and deans from region of this particular area, and my dear student friends, I am very happy to welcome you all to this August conference of monumental significance. Friends, carbon footprints, environmental degradation, depletion of ozone layer, and overall ecological distortion is the prime concern before the mankind. Universal measures being adopted by nation and international agencies of the world are worthy, yet unfortunately they are proving to be too late for the obvious reason that the rate of degradation is rapid and alarming than the protective measures. If we are sensitive enough and understand the nuisance potential of our act, we can move the mountains by correcting our own lifestyle and in every little bit. All said and done, for this very right moment, we need to educate and sensitize the minds of the people around us for the better living of all of us. I am more than confident that the think tank of this organization will pave the way forward for ultimate mitigation of carbon footprint and so on. As a principal of this institution, it is my proud privilege and I am happy to brief about my college. Priyadarshini College of Engineering is one of the renowned institutes being run under the umbrella of Lokmanya Tilak Central and Shikshan Samstha. Established in a sprawling lush green campus of 72 acres with all modern and state-of-art facilities. The institute is a matter of pride in the region. Quality education of high standard and preparing the graduates with informed minds are some of the hallmarks of Lokmanya Tilak Central and Shikshan Samstha. Honorable Chairman of ICAGIS, Dr. Satish Chaturvedi ji, who is a highly erudite and towering persona with great visionary. Sir is an ardent lover of Indian history and is PhD holder in history for the thesis Gandhian movement in Vidarbha from 1920 to 1942. Sir is also acquired a most prestigious and covetous degree in the history for his thesis Transfer of Power to Heights of India's Independence. Sir is also a prolific writer and has written book on PhD and Delhi. Honorable Secretary Ma'am of ICAGIS, Madam Abha Chaturvedi, who is leaving no stone unturned to take all the institute under ICAGIS to the glorious heights. Honorable Director, who is the President of today's function, Board of Governance, Dr. Abhijit Deshmukh sir, who is himself a path-breaking visionary and taking the Samstha to the glorious height. Honorable Director, Board of Governance, Sri Dushyant Chaturvedi ji, who is young and dynamic leader, who stands shoulder to shoulder with us and makes every difficult task look easy. ICAGIS, established in 1990, is a premium institute with 32 years of proven track record of outstanding academic and research excellence. The institute is approved by All India Council of Technical Education, New Delhi, and affiliated to Rashtrakuta Tukaji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur. The institute successfully ran 15 undergraduate, 8 postgraduate programs, leading to the award of BTech and MTech degree. These programs are ranging from conventional core branches to the most advanced courses in emerging streams in engineering and technology. The institute has a proud recognition as a center of excellence for doctoral program. The institute runs dedicated and high-end courses in computer science and engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics and telecommunication, electronics and communication, and chemical engineering. The institute is accredited by NAC with prestigious gradation A+. Apart from this, the institute has achieved many literary milestones and recognition. The 8 educational programs of the institute are accredited by National Board of Accreditation, which is an autonomous body of AICTE, New Delhi, specially carved out for identification and recognition of the Quality Education Institute of India. The institute has already applied for few more of its educational programs to be accredited by NBA, and we are reasonably confident that in near foreseeable future, all the programs of the institute will get accredited. We also have the Industry Institute tie-up in our campus, and Amantya Technologies, a global product engineering and the system integration company, has occupied our own premises in the same campus, and now the office is in operation in full-fledged manner. The company has expertise in cloud-based services and 5G technology. Our students, they are having better exposure in company as an intern or through direct employment. Students' exposure to 5G is a matter of great satisfaction for the institute. Students are working on the live project by Amantya Technologies, which is positioning them higher on the learning curve. The institute has ambitions to achieve autonomous status as granted by the University Grant Commission. The institute also aims to acquire a coveted status of deemed university in the foreseeable future. With this brief, on behalf of the management of ICAGIS, I wish the internal conference on adopting green initiative for sustainability a grand success. I wish all the learned participants a very insightful and happy learning experience. From the bottom of my heart, I am thankful to all of you for your valuable time and patience listening. Have a pleasant stay. Thanks once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm sure all the delegates will now feel at home. A distinct vision, a storehouse of energetic reforms, and a channel of continuous encouragement. We have with us Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director Engineering LTJSS. May I now request you, sir, to give the welcome address.
Very good morning, everyone. I'm truly overwhelmed, feeling proud, privileged to share the dais with such an luminary, Waterman of India, chief guest of today's function. Thanks a lot, sir, for accepting our invitation, finding a time for this event. A university in itself is a university for practical learning. सत्संग होता है ऐसे लोगों से मिलकर. सर धन्यवाद. President of function, our visionary, very dynamic, Mr. Abhijit Deshmukh, sir, Director LTJSS. Guest of honor, our Enhancing Green Economy project, which we have been working for last 3.5 years now. the entire project coordination who handled it so beautifully and very efficiently. Project head of the entire 14 partners, Dr. Carlos Macado, and the guest of honor for today's inaugural function. Our very dynamic and helping hand, our good friend, Ms. Juliana from Magna University, project manager. Our very senior mentor, who have been taking every last thing to be done or not. Professor Kiriakos, thank you so much, sir, for visiting our institution. Our own principal, who elaborated so wonderfully, touched upon the green aspects and about ICAGIS, Dr. Shri Krishna Dhale. Vice Principal, Dr. Asudkar. Dr. Two conveners who have been working for last 4-6 months. But let me tell you one thing, this dais, we were all set in March 2020. Reservations were done, all those who were on this dais in March 2020. Pandemic happened, reservations got cancelled, conference went online, that too in November, but the dream come true. Yes, we have all our project partners, our people who have been contributing into the research and developing these very important 15 course modules are now with us in our city, in our beautiful campus. I am feeling blessed and very proud for that. Our two conveners, Dr. Sumita Rao, Madam, great address, inaugural address. Our EGA project manager, Dr. Manju Soni. Of the dais, my friends from Warsaw, Maciej and Shimon, welcome. From lovely university, Dr. Neeta Raj ma'am, welcome. Our very good partner who is contributing excellent, Dr. Podel, Dr. Mr. Mrs. Giri. Other my partners from various universities from Kyrgyzstan, principals of various institutions, deans, participants for this conference, panelists for this conference, session chairs, participants who will be contributing their important work, important contribution as a piece of research paper into this next 2 days conference. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all. I am here to welcome you, right? So I just thought of how to welcome. I really want to welcome you all to please collaborate with us. We are open. We as an NTJSS, we as a Priyadarshini College of Engineering, and we as a green laboratory torch bearers, we as a project partner of enhancing green economy. It's a project funded in Indian rupees, it is 54 lakhs, and it is funded by European Union Erasmus Plus project. We are welcoming of all society, not only students, teachers, industry professionals, government organizations, non-government organizations, people from industry, people from government offices. We want to take this message, we want to take this light of going green in all aspects. It can be green economy, it can be circular economy, it can be waste management, it can be waste water treatment, it can be water itself, it can be anything and everything, it can be health and hygiene, it can be circular economy, it can be anything and everything in the domain of going green, conservation of nature, conservation of environment, conservation of tigers. We are tiger capital of it. We have huge, wonderful jungles in Nagpur. We are orange city. We want to conserve nature, and anybody and everybody of any walk of life, if they really want to contribute, if they want to make a small contribution in this field, we are welcome, and that is where I want to welcome all of you. I want to welcome again to be a part of this thing. I want to take this level, like Dr. Dhale sir has mentioned, that the disaster is than the precautionary measures. It's very true. Papers, one course of some 40-50 hours among the 35 courses. If we really want to create, produce true engineering human resource, they have to have an absolute solid background of pollution, knowing about pollution, knowing about environmental laws, knowing about the bad effect of engineering it may so we developed 15 such courses And out of those 15 courses, they are of course on circular economy, green innovation. They are on waste management treatment, they are on all those topics. And specialty of this course I would like to mention is they are 120 hours each course, wherein theory is hardly 15 to 20 hours. And rest is learning by doing. Learning through practical exposures. Learning not, the practical learning not in laboratory even and beyond into the fields. It's something which we all are looking forward as a revamping change into our education system. We as the partners of ICAGIS, I'm very happy that all of them have contributed so much. It was a superb learning experience for last 3.5 years with so many people, so many partners. We spent 9 days in Kyrgyzstan and we had an amazing learning experience. We had been to Paudel and Basantgiri's institutions, Kathmandu, and we had been to Warsaw and all those. And we had numerous online meetings wherein we could have these courses. I'm very happy that I would love to invite all of you to our Green Lab, visit our Green Lab and see to it that whatever way you can get benefited, please come to us and we will be more than happy to extend all the possible help, support and learning assistance. I'm very happy that yes, we have got a lot of good research contributions in this conference. A very important event of this is we have a felicitation award ceremony at 2 p.m. today. Society has actually got benefited and people witnessed their contribution. We thought that this is the right time to felicitate them, to create them as a role model for all of us and to understand that if we want to contribute, it is not about only learning, it is not about having a research paper, it is not about having only contribution on the paper, it is about doing on the grounds. We are happy to have 12 to 15 such true green change makers who are contributing. Few of them are attending here and they'll all be here at 2 p.m. and we will be happy to felicitate them all. So I'm inviting all those who are interested, they can attend that ceremony as well. Last 2 days conference. It's only 2 days. Let us make it absolute learning experience. Let us collaborate, let us network, let us make to the fullest. We want to get enriched with your knowledge, with your competencies, with your skills, with your collaborative nature, with your facilities and your institutions. You're coming from various institutions, we want to network, we want to collaborate. Let us work together. Let us see what together we can do to save our mother. We call Mother Earth, right? So, and then it has been like deteriorating like through years, but it's never too late. It's never too late. Let us commit ourselves to the pursuit of excellence of this going green for our Mother Earth, and let us work on it. Let us contribute. Let us devote a specific time of every single day of our life to save our Mother Earth. With these words, I once again congratulate you going on for last so many days to see this success which we all are witnessing. Congratulations to entire organizing committee. Hearty congratulations to all the participants for being part of this. Please go for rigorous brainstorming, ask questions, be curious, and let us learn together and have a very fruitful stay. Have a fantastic stay in Nagpur. To all those who are coming from out of India, we'll take care of all that. All those who came yesterday, they had a great time yesterday evening enjoying the local Indian food and all. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Reiterating the pleasure that we experienced to have Madam Juliana Hill with us as the guest of honor today. Juliana is currently positioned as Project Manager and a Research Associate at the OVG University, Bangalore, and Chair for Political Science and Sustainable Development. She coordinates EGEA, Enhancing Green Economy in Countries of Asia, as well as other projects. A member of the General Association for Higher Education for Sustainable Development. She is committed to work for sustainable transformation in her parent institution as well as in the global society. May I kindly request you, ma'am, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much for this kind introduction, and I would like to greet all of you. Very good morning. Very happy to see you here. I was asked to speak a little bit about our project, and I have to admit that I didn't write a speech because I think sometimes it's best to see the crowd and to interact with our beautiful hosts, and then wrap up a little bit the project and see what is coming in the next couple of days. I hope you can see me. I'm quite short, but so I'm loud for that. Okay. So when we set up this project about 3 years ago, I cannot really say we, because back then I was still a student. I was a student assistant at the University of Magdeburg in Germany. And my mentor, he set up this project together with Carlos Macaro. And when they asked me to join the project team, I just had finished my degree. I was fresh to the job. I was just out of university, out of studying. And I was very, very happy, very lucky to be part of this beautiful project team, which was an introduction into my personal work life. And it kind of set my path into what I am doing now and what are the plans for the future. So we were thinking of collaborating internationally to create modules, to revise curricula around the world. So we have partner countries in Europe. We have 3 Asian countries, India, Nepal, and Kyrgyzstan. Very rich countries in culture, in food, in education, very interesting people, very aspiring people, and very engaged people in this project. So when I was thinking about what to say now, I of course would like to thank the organizers of today, but I would also like to thank everyone who was a part of this project. And I don't only mean all the coordinators, the managers who did a brilliant job, who invested so much of their time and effort, but I would also like to thank all the students, all the curious faces I see here who found their way here, who would like to interact with us, who would like to interact with each other, share ideas, share projects for the future. Because this is essential. It's not about 1 or 2 people who have an idea and work on their own. We need everyone working together, pulling the same strings, internationally, but also interdisciplinary. I was introduced to the so-called Waterman of India this morning, and it was an honor that he understood that it's not just one discipline or one field of research that can have a solution for a sustainable world, but we need all and everyone. We need all the disciplines, we need all the creative heads, we need all the solutions we can get. And how we get there, in my opinion, is through education. And it's nowadays not only about teaching theory and teaching facts and findings, but it's also to help the students develop their skills and develop competences. So when they face an issue, face a problem, they know how to think about this problem, how to approach solutions, and how to act in a way that will leave this world in a more sustainable way than they have found it from their forefathers and foremothers. And this is the initiative, and this is the core idea of the project IGEA. And I'm very happy that so far the project succeeded. We had many crises. We had COVID crisis. We had some crisis with visa, when we invited people to join us in Europe. So we managed to work around all these issues to make this project a very successful one. And we couldn't have done it without all the help of our beautiful project partners. So as Vivek brilliantly said today, we are very, very keen on interacting with you during the couple of days of the conference. Please do not hesitate to approach us, approach me. I would love to get in touch, hear your ideas, network, and share a great time. And thank you very much for this beautiful hospitality in India. I loved the food yesterday. I love your ceremonies. I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It is at this platform today at the ICAGIS-2022. May I now request Dr. Mrs. Mayuri Chandak, Organizing Secretary, ICAGIS-22, to introduce our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Carlos Macado, Educational Advisor from Basel, Switzerland.
Thank you, Priyanka ma'am.
giving me an opportunity to introduce today's guest of honor, Dr. Carlos Matado. Sir is a senior project consultant, external evaluator, educational advisor at Macworld. Sir has earned his PhD in social sciences from Brazil in 2006. Sir has done MBA in 2003 from Brazil Schools of Economics and Management. Sir has also done Master of Arts in 1998 from University of East London. Sir has done his bachelor's degree in political sciences from University of Madrid in 1993. Sir has worked as a senior project consultant for 4 years at Macworld University. He is also a partner at Global Impact Institute and has expertise in quality assurance and evaluation. He was an educational advisor for 10 years in international projects in Switzerland. He is also an advisor for an international allegation issues and networking. He was the member of Accreditation Committee 2020 at Germany. Sir, we are very fortunate, more interested in listening to the wise words from Sir. So with great respect, I invite Dr. Carlos Matado for his speech. Welcome, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everybody again. I hope you will enjoy this conference. Thank you very much, Vivek and Manu, for organizing. It will be difficult to be successful. Also, I appreciate all the honorable members of the opening panel. It's a privilege to have also Sri Radha as the waterman of India as a member of the committee. As my colleague Juliana said, I will talk a little bit of history of the project. This started the conception of the project in 2016, 2017. I made the project by accident, and I also want to dedicate a thought to my colleague, Klaus Gleisner, who was the original coordinator, but he unfortunately passed away 3 months after the beginning of the project. So I'm here by an accident, in certain way, unfortunate accident. And we, from the beginning, we have challenges and we try to do the best for succeeding. When we conceived the project, at that time, 2017, 5 years ago, doesn't seem that it's too far away. But if we think now, the amount of changes that has happened in the world are enormous. So we thought that the project at that time was very innovative, but we couldn't forecast and predict Europe at that time. Bill Gates was still there, so he's also very influential in combating or promoting green economy and green issues. But the importance of having a sustainable model in our society were not as important as it is now. Basically now, if a university doesn't offer this type of courses, it's lagging behind. Now it's expected that each university, each major actor in education can provide such type of courses that corresponds to the needs of society and the challenges we have right now. And green economy is also closely related to the effects of climate change, and they are related. The difference is that green economy cannot be tackled just from one side, from one field of study. It's multidisciplinary by nature. When we talk about sustainability, sustainability is tackled from environmental aspects, from societal aspects, from policy and governmental aspects. So we need specialists in different areas to tackle these issues. And for that, we also need to cover courses that are focused in different specific areas. So engineers, without analyzing the social impact, they will not have so much contribution to society. We are repeating and hearing this every day. We need to provide sustainable solutions to real actual challenges related to water, to air, to land management, water management, and for that we need a multidisciplinary aspect. Also, something that we want to contribute to the sustainability of the project itself is through internationalization. So, when the project finishes, we hope that it just not ended in a drawer or just the courses that you are providing, but we created a consortium, and what we expect as well is to seize the opportunities that are available so that our researchers, our students, our academic staff, they have a long-term cooperation between them and they can create future ideas. That is why programs like Erasmus Creating Mobility would be very useful to connect the different institutions and to give continuity to the consortium. That is something very important. And also for the students that motivated to be enrolled in this type of courses. And we created the mechanisms to accredit and validate the studies when they are done abroad. There is long life experience on that through the Erasmus program. The most important is that events like this raise awareness on green initiatives. It gives opportunity to researchers to publish and to have international exposure. And at the end of the day, what we also want to contribute is to modernize the studies for beneficiary institutions, in this case for LTJSS. So students, they can really take the best of the courses that are offered, especially as Vivek mentioned, the practical aspect. Without practice, learning is not fully learning, it's only theoretical, and we cannot stop there. Every time is more and more important active learning and professional skills, and to provide the graduates the necessary skills and competencies, as Juliana mentioned, when they finish their study. And that can only be done by practical learning. And this field is very important also to cooperate with the industries, local communities, as you were said before. So my final, the best out of these 2 days, I hope they are very successful and fruitful learning experience for you, and also in exchanging ideas and knowledge with other peers and other scholars, all the hosts and organizers. And I hope this is not my last meeting here, so it means that we will have also other future projects to innovate and to bring forward relevant concepts for nowadays. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. The key to engulf education is not only about the knowledge of facts, but also about the valuable reliability of those facts and informations. Living to the life's greatest expectation of creating a sustainable future for our future generations is what Sri Rajendra Singh Ji Sir has lived through his entire youth. Sir, pardon me if I mention less. The story of his motivation goes back to his guru, a simple villager from Rajasthan, Mangu Kaka, very promptly telling him, अरे पानी जहाँ दौड़े छे ना उसे चलना सिखा दे, जब पानी चालवे लागे तो उसे धरती में बैठा दे, तब उसको सूरज की नजर ना लगेगी, तब वो उड़ेगा नहीं, तब जरूरत हो इस पानी से जीवन चलाने. capturing these lines as its learning. We respectfully salute all your efforts in this initiative, sir, and feel greatly honored to be able to share your meaningful presence. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I request Dr. Mrs. Vaishali Soman, Organizing Secretary of the conference, to formally introduce you to the intellectual gallery.
Good afternoon. Dignitaries on the dais, all my colleagues, dear participants and students. Popularly known as Waterman of India, is an Indian water conservationist and environmentalist from Alwar district, Rajasthan in India. Basically, he is an Ayurvedic medicine graduate and postgraduate in Hindi literature. He started his career as a national service volunteer for education in Jaipur. From here, he was appointed to oversee adult education schools in Dausa district in Rajasthan. He joined the Tarun Bharat Sangh, the organization formed to aid victims of campus fire. Alwar district was dry and barren because of deforestation and mining. Shri Rajendra Singh sir encouraged people to work on Johar. Johar means the earthen check dams which have been traditionally used to store rainwater and recharge groundwater. Dr. Singh sir with his team built 4,500 Johars in 850 villages in 11 districts in Rajasthan, meters, and a 33% increase in the forest cover in the area that was destroyed by deforestation and mining activities. 5 seasonal rivers are now perennial in the nature. One such river, Avery, was awarded with International River Prize. Sir has also played a pivotal role in stopping the controversial Loharina Pala hydro power project. Not only in Rajasthan, but Rajendra Singh sir had led Padayatra through Mumbai city along the endangered Pithi river in 2009, and he did parikrama along the banks of Godavari river to urge people to make the river pollution free in 2014. For his pioneering work in community-based efforts in water harvesting and water management, Sir has won Raman Magsaysay Award for Community Leadership in 2001. In 2005, he received. In 2008, a British daily newspaper, The Guardian, named him among the list of 50 people who could save the planet. In 2015, he won Stockholm Water Prize, an award known as Nobel Prize for Water. In 2016, he was bestowed with Ahimsa Award by Institute of Technology based in UK. Rajendra Singh sir, the waterman of India, is an exemplary inspiration in all aspects. There are very few people who strongly believe in any cause, and even fewer who have the courage to devote themselves to it, and Rajendra Singh sir is one of them. We are very much honored to have you, sir, as the chief guest of today's function. I would like to invite you, sir, to address and motivate all of us today. Thank you.
Respected guys and of the guys, the wisdom of India, समुद्र वसने मार्ग में पर्वत स्थिते मंडले विष्णु पत्नी नमस्तभ्यम नमस्तभ्यम. I really congratulate to this college and all representatives sitting here. In the morning, what I listen and what listen on this dais, Sumita, Principal Dale or Dr. Natani or my two other friends, I fully agree. But I can say something little more. I know the role of the education, what teaches. The education today prepare, creating the greediness in our mind and in our heart and the action in hand. This readiness for development, the name of the development. But what is the definition today of development? The development is started with the displacement of wisdom, displacement of soil, displacement of greenery, displacement of the humankind from the one place to other place. This is the entry point of the development. And this development creating destruction. And finally, we are reaching the disaster of climate change and global warming. Due to this climate change, when we got the independence, my country, that time only 3% land under the flood. Today, my land is under the flood is 30%. When this country got independence, only 6% land, mostly from Rajasthan and some part of the Karnataka and little less part of the Maharashtra, Marathwada, under the drought and the scarcity of water. And today, 60%. I am not speaking Rajendra Singh, speaking your government of India. The 72% underground aquifer is overdraft. So this is the output of my education system of this country. You listen what I am speaking? Without water, if you not have the water bank in this country, you have the value of your currency. So just I link with your green 16 courses, what you are planning and you are doing great effort. I congratulate because you are thinking for better future. And if you are thinking about the greenery always begins with non-violence. And the non-violence teaches Geo जीने दो, जियो और जीने दो. उस सिस्टम में, that system create an atmosphere, but that atmosphere not by education. That atmosphere comes from our behavioral change. So just you watch in your courses, in the way of life, and what is the making change in your behavior with nature. And if your course is making equal relationship with humanity and nature, so I can really congratulate your courses. I'm not saying nothing. You can assess that. If your course is making change in behavior, so I can say your courses is very great. My dear friends, today we are thinking for sustainable future. If we are really bothered about the sustainable future, that India can teach us so much. Because the indigenous knowledge system and Indian wisdom always respect with nature. You know, in India, a word called Bhagwan. What is this word Bhagwan? This word comes from nature. वैसे भूमि और कैसे गगन स्पेस, वैसे वायु ऑक्सीजन, आ से अग्नि एनर्जी सन, न से नीर water, who have the capacity linking with the all five elements. So this Bhagwan words come from all over the India. The every language is using this word Bhagwan, and Bhagwan is a really trust and faith for life. So life is a really great sacred. Now the dangerous our sacred, our life. So we can think about our future with our sacred. मैं आपको मंदिर में जाकर पूजा करने के लिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर मैं आपको भक्ति के लिए नहीं भेज रहा हूँ, और मैं आपके लिए मंदिर के दरवाजे नहीं खुलवा रहा हूँ। मंदिर तो आपके अंदर है। मंदिर वो होता है जो हमें अपने अंदर लेके जाता है, हमारे व्यवहार को हमारे अंदर लेके जाता है। इसलिए दोस्तों, if we are thinking about the sustainable future entry point or opening point comes from our heart, our brain and our hand. हम अपने दिल दिमाग से कैसे सोचते हैं और कैसे करते हैं, वो हमें सिखाता है कि हमारा फ्यूचर कैसा होगा। दोस्तों, this is the education system. Always teacher trying to be students. Always the teacher is very laborious and pay the duty for every teacher. He spends the time for the teacher. But teacher not understand. The student also has some wisdom. The student has some knowledge in his brain and in his heart. The teacher feels my student know nothing. So he putting the information in every side. The all of the sides information taking and giving to the student. But teacher never thinking my student want this information or the need of this information to the students. So I can request you, this house, please think the difference of Siksha or Vidya, the education and wisdom. If we can understand the difference in the education and wisdom, so wisdom always gains. Wisdom teacher नहीं देता, शिक्षक नहीं देता। शिक्षक अपने लोगों के लिए एक एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट करता है जिससे विद्यार्थी उस प्रज्ञा को प्राप्त कर सके। बट टीचर इतनी मेहनत करते हैं, हमारे रात दिन लगे रहते हैं मेहनत करके दुनिया भर की जानकारी जुटाने में और टीचरों को विद्यार्थियों को पढ़ने में। इसीलिए जब उनका दिमाग भर जाता है तो वो पजल हो जाते हैं। हम जरा कोशिश करें कि हम अपने विद्यार्थियों के लिए कैसे एक एटमॉस्फेयर बिल्ड कर सकते हैं जिससे उनको जो सीखना है वो सीखे। उसी को भारतीय शास्त्रों में विद्या कहते हैं। विद्या में ये वायलेंस, नॉन वायलेंस, ग्रीन इकोनॉमी, यदि हम ठीक से विद्या को समझने की कोशिश करें तो विद्या का जो फाउंडेशन, जो उसका फंडामेंटल जिसको हम कह सकते हैं, वो उसका नॉन वायलेंस में है। वो किसी पर एनक्रोचमेंट नहीं सिखाता, वो किसी को पॉल्यूट भी नहीं करता और वो किसी को एक्सट्रैक्ट भी नहीं करता। लेकिन हमारी मॉडर्न एजुकेशन 3 डिसिप्लिन है, तीनों को देख लीजिए। ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग है, ये हमें मिनिमम टाइम में मैक्सिमम एक्सट्रैक्शन सिखाती है। इसके अलावा आप कुछ और पढ़ाते हो तो इंजीनियरिंग में मुझे बता दो यार, आप जो इंजीनियरिंग में पढ़ा रहे हो वो मिनिमम समय में वो नेचर को मैक्सिमम एक्सट्रैक्ट कैसे कर सकता है, उसको कंप्यूटर भी पढ़ाएंगे, उसको सिविल इंजीनियरिंग भी पढ़ाएंगे, मैकेनिकल भी पढ़ाएंगे, यही तो पढ़ाते हैं। मिनिमम समय टाइम में मैक्सिमम एक्सट्रैक्शन। एक दूसरी है हमारी सोशल साइंस। सोशल साइंस हमें क्या सिखाती है? अरे मैंने पीएचडी कर लिया, फिर भी तू खेत में काम कर रहा है, पागल है क्या? पीएचडी कर लिया ना, तू नौकरी ढूंढना जाके यार, किसी कॉलेज में तुझे टीचर बना देंगे, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर बना देंगे, प्रोफेसर बना देंगे, तू तो डॉक्टरेट हो गया। तो ये जो माफ करना जरा, मैं जो बोल रहा हूं ये किताब की भाषा नहीं है, मेरे 50 साल के सामाजिक काम का एक्सपीरियंस है। ये कोई 10-20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, 50 ईयर का एक्सपीरियंस है। ये जो हमारी सोशल साइंस है वो हमें श्रम निष्ठा से हटा के कैसे हम जल्दी से जल्दी एनक्रोच कर सकते हैं कॉमन प्रॉपर्टीज पर, कॉमन सर्विसेज पर, और जो भी कुछ कॉमन स्पेस है उस कॉमन स्पेस पर हम हमारा एनक्रोचमेंट कैसे हो सकता है, वो हमारी सोशल साइंस पढ़ाती है। एनक्रोचमेंट, बिना करे खाना। दूसरा है मैनेजमेंट। मैनेजमेंट कैसे खाता है? कंट्रोल करना। तुम बिना करे दूसरों पर कैसे कंट्रोल कर सकते हो? और जो परिस्थिति है उस परिस्थिति को मेंटेन कैसे रख सकते हो जिससे तुम्हारा नेता खुश रहे, तुम्हारा मालिक खुश रहे। ये जो मैनेजर होते हैं ये अपने नेता को और मालिक को खुश करना बहुत अच्छा जानते हैं। और हिंदुस्तान में सबसे अच्छा मैनेजमेंट पढ़ाया जाता है लाल बहादुर शास्त्री एकेडमी मसूरी में। मैं जब वहां पढ़ाने जाता हूं, हर साल जाता हूं 10-12 दिन के लिए, तो मैं वही सुनता हूं उन वहां के आईएएस लोगों से, आईएएस से, आईपीएस से, कि सर हमें मैनेज करनी है स्थिति को, हमें कुछ रिवोल्यूशन नहीं पढ़ना आपसे, आप तो हमें मैनेज क्या कैसे करना वो सिखा के जाइए। दोस्तों, मैं आज एक बार फिर आप सबको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करता हूँ इस इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस को, बधाई देता हूँ यहाँ के डायरेक्टर को, यहाँ के इस इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के डायरेक्टर को, और खासकर अभिजीत देशमुख यहाँ हैं, वो भी जरा अब आगे सोचें कि भाई हमें क्या पढ़ाना चाहिए, कैसे पढ़ाना चाहिए, और नटानी जी भी सोचें और दानी भी सोचें कि कैसे करना चाहिए, हमें ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन लाना है तो फिर कैसे लाना है। मैं रियली थैंक्स एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट यू इनवाइट मी and you give the opportunity I can speak from my heart. I'm not speaking from my brain, I'm speaking from my heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for blessing us all the way. The international conference ICAGIS-2022 is surely a junction of valuable contribution towards research. Let me now request the eminent profound dais to release the souvenir of this international conference. Thank you all. Words fall short as we express our deepest gratitude for your presence, Honorable Rajendra Singh sir. Generations to come would remain indebted to your contribution in conserving nature. May I kindly request Shri Abhijit Deshmukh sir, Director LTTSS, to felicitate Honorable Shri Rajendra Singh sir with a shawl, shrikhand and memento as a token of our love and respect. May I now request Dr. Swanda Mote ma'am to present a memento to Shri Abhijit Deshmukh, Director LTGSS and President of today's function. I request Dr. Mrs. Manisha Joshi to present a memento to Dr. Carlos Macado, our guest of honor. I request Gopalwan ma'am to present a memento to Ma'am Juliana Leaf for a gracious presence. I request Professor Wahid Deshmukh sir to present a memento to Mr. Kyriakos Georgiou, our guest of honor. I further request Dr. Mrs. Bharti Burande to present a memento to Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director Engineering, LTGSS. I request Dr. Mrs. Ashwini Kulkarni to present a memento to Dr. Sri Krishna Dhale, Principal, Priyadarshini College of Engineering. Dr. Mrs. Usmika Agrawal is requested to present a memento to Dr. G.M. Asufkar, Vice Principal, Priyadarshini College of Engineering. a man of positive reforms, competitive changes, futuristic planning, you are known to be a dynamic individual. The blend of your acumen towards growth of the institution and the Sanstha is truly rewarding. May I kindly request you, sir, Shri Abhijit Deshmukh, Director, LTJSS, to give the presidential address.
Very good afternoon to one and all, dignitaries on the dais, chief guest of today's function, Dr. Rajendra Singh, dignitaries who have travelled from far and wide to come grace this occasion, attend it and make it a grand success, participants, faculty members, teachers and dear students. It is high time that we collectively, as institutions, as individuals, as industry, realize the importance of what we do in everyday lives. This conference, which is on adopting green initiatives for sustainability, is one such venture in that direction. Growth and ultimately survival of any industry, any community, any region is going to be dependent on what we do today. And let me give you a real-world example from what we observe in our daily lives. From March 2020 till almost the end of 2021, we were reeling, the globe was reeling under the COVID pandemic. During this time, everything was shut down. At that point of time, many of us would have realized that the world is much better, much quieter, and much cleaner a place. For those who venture out and travel, we would really appreciate as to how clean the air was, how fresh it was up to be. Unfortunately, we don't have a reset button of that sort that we can simply flick on and go back to a reset mode like we do in our everyday labs, in our everyday working with our machines and all. What we do today impacts the environment, the nature, one way or the other. If at all it has to impact the nature, our surroundings, our environment, the impact should be non-lethal, non-destructive. What we inherited, I would use the word inheritance, what we inherited from our ancestors is not asked to be squandered away. It has to be passed on. Passed on for the benefit and for the survival of the generations to follow. Unfortunately, in the pace of achieving things in industry, as Dr. Rajendra Singh sir said, rightly said, in education, in order to optimize and make best use of resources, we ended up making compromises. Compromises which are very detrimental, which will prove very detrimental to our own survival in the future. One thing I would like to particularly add, elaborating on what Rajendra Singh sir said, was that the future is going to hold us, you, me, the people sitting here as teachers. We were supposed to be very qualified people. We were supposed to be the people who were imparting education, custodians of knowledge, so on and so forth. We would, ladies and gentlemen, be judged to much higher standards than the average individual. Tomorrow, we would be held accountable for the consequences, disastrous or otherwise, that follow. I am also told that the conference has as many as 16 partner institutions from 8 different countries. And during the next 3 days or so, quite fruitful discussions would be had. As it is equally important to learn from experiences of others, I would like to point it that it would also be very prudent and wise to ensure that mistakes made by others need not be repeated at this end. I congratulate the directors, the principals, the conveners, the organizers of this function to have afforded this opportunity for everyone present here to have this wonderful interaction, exchange of ideas and knowledge. Once again, we have very eminent speakers here amongst today, individuals who have great learning experience, and let me elaborate. This experience is not only theoretical, this is experience they have garnered over the years in social life, working in the field. So I'm sure every one of us would be benefited from it immensely. And I once again welcome one and all to Orange City, to the center of this great country, and I hope you have a very pleasant stay and a fruitful interaction and experience in that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir, for always encouraging us. The International Conference on Adopting Green Initiatives for Sustainability is now formally declared open. I hope that you all enjoy your stay at the conference and have an enriching experience. May I now kindly request Dr. Mrs. Manju Soni, convener of this conference, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all. I feel very honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose a vote of thanks for this special occasion. It's really a golden moment to cherish as we have all this galaxy of environmentalists sitting on the dais and off the dais. On behalf of the entire team of ICAGIS, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Rajendra Singh sir, known as Waterman of India, a great environmentalist and epitome of natural conservation. Sir, we have been really blessed to have you here, and thank you so much. I convey my sincere regards and thanks to our guest of honors, Carlos Macedo, consultant and project leader EGA, with this special blessing occasion. With his incredible leadership and great visionary approach and his timely guidance has helped us in successfully meeting the project objectives of percolating green economic concept in the society. I would like to express deep sense of gratitude to Priya Bose, the Director, University of Nicosia, Cyprus, for accepting our invitation for this inaugural function. He has been very much instrumental in developing the 15 online model courses in the sector of green economy and environment. The effective execution of them has led to implementation of these courses now in the Indian university curriculum, including in the Nagpur University. Juliana Helf, yes, she's the energy house of our project and a wonderful coordinator. Thank you, Juliana, for accepting our invitation for this conference. I extend thanks to Kirti Madam. She's a managing director from Light Living Professional Services LLP from Delhi. Thank you, Madam, for gracing the occasion. We would like to acknowledge our gratitude to Chairman LDJSS, Honorable Dr. Satish Chaturvedi ji, a man with extraordinary vision and a natural conservationist at heart. We would like to also thank Secretary LDJSS Srimati Ava Chaturvedi ji, Director Governing Body Dushyant Chaturvedi ji, Sheetal Chaturvedi ma'am, Director Abhijit Deshmukh sir, for giving us opportunity to host this international conference with all support and encouragement. This is an appreciation note for a person who is all in one, a great team leader, a mentor, and a manager par excellence. Dr. Vivek Nanoti sir, your guidance, your advice has always helped us. Your team of EGA in helping us is always keeping us in high spirit, motivated throughout the entire period of our green economy project work. He is a director engineering LTJSS and project leader EGA for LTJSS. So thank you for being the best team leader for this project. I thank all plenary speakers, Shimon, Dr. Machi, Carol from Warsaw University of Life Science, Poland. I thank delegates from University of Nicosia, ICAGIS, from Kyrgyzstan University, Dr. Zoldo Shova, International University of Central Asia, Basangiri and team from Nepal, Tania Koshi and team from Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Dr. Neeta Rajman she's a director Biotechnology Division from University Punjab, and I thank all of them for participating in the conference. I extend my sincere thanks to Principal PC Dr. Dhale sir, Vice Principal Dr. Asunkar sir, all deans of various portfolios, HODs for their support and encouragement. I also thank Dr. Shinde sir for his gracious presence in the conference. I acknowledge the unwavering support received from Dr. Sumita Rao ma'am, convener ICAGIS. My sincere thanks to all dedicated team members of this conference, and also the EGA team, Dr. Kopulwar, Dr. Khatole, Dr. Mote ma'am, Dr. Bhange and Dr. Vahid Deshmukh sir for wonderful work in the green sector for last 3.5 years. I also extend thanks to many people from the organizing committee members like Dr. Chandak, Dr. Sopan Madam, Joint Secretary, our technical arrangement team, stage committee, catering team for dedication work for this organization of this conference. I'm extremely thankful to all of them, Mr. Manaprem, Mr. Amit Thakur for making all arrangements towards this conference. I'm very thankful to all the sponsors of this conference. Without their generous financial support, it would not have been possible to organize this event. I also thank media for extensive coverage of this event. My heartfelt thanks goes to all our participants who have arrived from all over India to share their views and to share their presentation research work for this conference. I wish all the participants a very good life and very happy stay. Thank you all.
Let us now